Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday, and we're reviewing Kingsburg.
It's a very pretty game, but it's a game that's not really that hard to learn or play.
In the fantasy realm of Kingsburg, King Tritus has chosen his most trusted and talented governors. That's you. It says it right there. That's you.
Oh.
To oversee his newly acquired territories at the very edge of his realm. To be successful, you will need to call upon the help of the king's trusted advisors. Some of them might not be nice people, but they have skills and resources that could be very helpful to you. You must construct buildings, strengthen your defenses, and train an army to defend your territory from the frightening enemies that mass on the border. After 5 years, the king will reward the most successful governor with a position among his most trusted advisors. And then he'll send you back out to do the same stuff for somebody else.
Frightening enemies.
That sounds very thematic, but the game is not.
No.
Nah. Not really.
Roll the dice, put the dice on the square.
Push the cube.
Yeah.
Cube pushing!
Yeah, it's a resource management, worker placement kind of game with a little bit of fighting going on at the end of each season.
So you got a big, giant, colorful board.
Big, colorful board.
Typical fantasy flight style stuff.
Very pretty.
Pretty stuff.
And you each get an individual board. Those are the expansion ones with a bit more stuff on it. These are the beginner
Base
ones,
game.
basic ones, base game.
Yeah, we got the expansion and the base game.
That's
here.
not all, folks.
Expansion also comes with ones where you can cover up one, which is kind of neat.
And you will roll your dice. Everybody will roll their dice.
Where's my dice?
You don't get any.
dice.
You're not
You
playing.
don't like dice.
No, I don't. Yeah.
And your total will decide the order of play, yon order of play.
The order.
And then you take turns in play order, playing 1, 2, or 3 of your dice, whatever you choose, in one of the numbered squares. So, for example, in this roll, I rolled a 14. I could choose to put all 3 dice there and claim the 14. I could choose 1 die there, claim the 6. Then it would go around, come around me again. I could claim the 8 with those 2, or I could split them all up.
If they're not taken.
The thing you got to watch for when you start splitting them up is, okay, I can put my 3 there, but maybe I want to get the other one first. Well, he's got a 3 too, and if he sees I've got only my 3 left, he's going to take the 3 and block me, because if it can't go anywhere, the die's dead. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of strategy in that, but it's strategy based on, unfortunately, a random roll of the dice.
It can be a little frustrating when you're rolling the dice and you're getting a low sum of dice all the time. You want to roll high in this game, and for me, I find you want to get the chapel fairly quickly, because if you roll some 7 or less, you can re-roll all your dice, which is good for people who don't roll very well. They got the market as well, which is really handy. You can go either above or below what you roll by 1, and you also have these little 2 tokens that you can modify your roll up to, because usually the better stuff is up higher. But really, if you got 3 dice, if you can get 3 dice on 3 different things, you're going to probably be doing better than if you put all 3 dice on 1 square.
There are other mechanics in the game, like between each season here, you've got special things going on. Like at the very first of the round there, person with the least number of buildings gets an extra white die to roll with their colored die. After the second season there, person with the most buildings built gets a victory point. Then you've got the 5th stage is the person with the least number of buildings gets the king's favor, or king's
Favorite tokens.
The favorite token. There's another word in there for it, but the favorite token will allow you to go on a space that somebody's already taken. Say if they took the 3 and you got the 3 left, you can go on that spot, or you can use it to double build. But once you use it, it's put back in the king's favor spot, and next time it comes around, someone else can possibly get it if they got fewer buildings at that point. And then the last stage is the battle stage.
And when the military is coming up, and you know you've got no military, and the range at the last levels between 7 and 9, you're going to need 7 military. You got none. And you're going to lose a building, probably, or something if you lose. You need to get military, and you can't. Or you need to get resources to trade in for military, and you can't, because you didn't roll good enough. That takes it out of the realm of strategy and into the realm of pure luck. Each level, it will show on the back of the card the range of toughness of this card. So anyone in level 1 could be between 2 and 4, so 2, 3, or 4 in strength. Yeah. You could choose to buy shields if you manage to get your dice there, and it puts it up on this track. And this track combined with either your die roll or a token, depending on which variant you're playing with and what buildings you have, will say how much military strength you have. And after that, if you've beaten it, you get the reward. If you tied it, you don't lose anything, but you don't get anything. If you're less than, you get whatever bad thing happens.
And if you see the flashing, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you get the highest total out of all the everybody's combinations, you get a bonus victory point there as well. Were you going to say anything?
I think you guys said everything.
Okay, then, wrapping up for Kingsburg. I give Kingsburg a 6. Theme Schmeem! You got a good opening paragraph about what the theme is, but you're placing your dice right, worker placement is with a lot of random in it and a fair screw you factor in it. Easy to play? Yeah, not too hard to figure out what to do. It's just, it's worker placement, so it's hard getting what you want to do. And fun to play if you're in the mood for a little bit of that, I'm taking the spots you want, you can't get the thing, haha, you're getting the thing, bleh. That sort of kind of game. That also can slow down, get a little bit of the analysis paralysis going on when somebody looks, well, what am I going to build? I get to go over there. Which one can I get?
And we've all experienced that.
Yeah.
Overall, it's not bad. I still, again, would not play it a lot, but I enjoy it. So, 7. I enjoy the game. It's not one I'd want to play a lot, but yeah, for the randomness and worker placement, someone beating you to it, or just depending on the order of the play, whatever, you can get screwed in it, but you can also beat other people to do it at the same time. It all depends. But the fight is what really counts in this one. You want to build up your defenses. And
I give Kingsburg a 7. There's definitely some skill involved, but there's enough luck that anybody can win, even Ken.
Hey, we were 1 point apart, fool. Yeah, you were 1 ahead. That's the best game I've ever had.
But yeah, it's a fun game. I like the interaction, being able to block people, and yeah, it's a fairly light game. You definitely want to manage your resources, see if, okay, maybe I can grab that spot, and hopefully I can manage to grab the other spot and not get blocked. You got to really be aware of the dice other people have. If you leave yourself with 1 dice left and no way to modify it, you're going to get blocked. I mean, you should get blocked. You were dumb.
So that's it for this episode of the Gamers Table. Tune in next week where we review another game.
Because that's what we do. You don't want to say nothing. It is a pretty game.
I do, but you guys said everything. Well, I just repeat what you said and have you say, oh, we said that already.
Well, maybe you'll say it better. Who knows?
Wrapping up!
Should we wrap this up?
This is going in the bloopers part. Screw this. Ain't going part of the regular episode.
It's one small step for man,